2026 Munster Hurling Championship. So now, just before the national anthem, there is a moment's silence here, which is going to be observed by the crowd of about 18,500. Denise Ní Eloin completing Aron Navian there. It's the start of the 2026 Munster Senior Hurling Championship. The sun is out. Cue the very best in Irish sport. It's going to be Waterford who will play from right to left in the first half. Referee Shane Hines getting it underway, or trying to anyway. He's got Johnny Murphy and Colin MacDonald on the sidelines, and Shane Scanlon is the sideline official. They want everybody back inside the 65-metre lines, and away we go eventually. And Clare are the first to make inroads out as far as Diarmuid Ryan. A chance for Ryan. He got 3 marvellous points in the 1B League final. That's gone well to the left. Real missed opportunity there. He was under pressure.
He was. I think it was Shane Bennett getting back on him there, but interestingly, right from the start, Chair, Peter Duggan and Shane O'Donnell are inside, hovering around the Waterford goals.
As that ball is pucked out here by Billy Nolan, his first puck out. Down over there as far as Sean Welsh, hand passing it back, getting it as far as Jack Fagan, and Fagan goes for the opening score of the match, doesn't make it either, so a wide apiece. Very, very long attempt that time by Jack Fagan. Puck out quickly, down into the inside forwards, down there towards the danger man, Mark Rogers, one of the danger men. Here's another, Tony Kelly. And Kelly has missed as well. Not the most auspicious start by either team. Second wide.
Yeah, they worked the ball really well again there. Clare, no breeze down there, Chair, so it's not affecting the flight.
Roger starting at right half forward, but right at centre forward is Ryan Taylor, about to be dispossessed and robbed, and ball taken back from him very, very smartly indeed. Back as far as Shane Bennett. This one comes into a one-man inside forward line. Inside there, that one man has lost his stick. It's Stephen Bennett. The referee has blown his whistle anyway. It's going to be a free in, and this finally should be the opening score of the game.
Yeah, again, Bennett got him inside one-on-one with Adam Hogan there. And here's this hook coming back from Desi. That's the work Peter Quaid be looking for out of his inside forwards. Desi's kind of coming out a small bit there to leave Walsh and Bennett inside. And this is the push and drag, I suppose, of the way that Clare play. They are all pushed up the pitch all the time. Very seldom leave anybody sitting. And Waterford will be hoping to get more ball around the middle third that they can look up and put in front of Bennett. He can draw frees like this.
So Bennett engineered the free, and now he's got the opening point of the match as well. So a positive start by Waterford. Not too many Waterford fans have made the journey here, we understand. Crowd of about 19,500 people here. That puck out all the way down as far as Tony Kelly. Made a very good run to catch that one. An enterprising ball inside towards Rogers. Breaks off him. Picking it up there is David Reedy outside the 45-metre line. Swings away to the right-hand side, drifting out there. Duggan's managed to keep it in against 3, 4 and everybody else down there in the Waterford defence, and it's gone out for the opening 65. The referee's blown his whistle, however. I think he might have blown for a free earlier on there, has he?
Yeah, he's blown for a holding here on Duggan. Fairness to Duggan, this is what he gives you inside. Look, very direct. Referee gave a free for an arm around the head of Duggan. So a chance for Rogers here to settle himself down in front of the post.
Perfect day for hurling, we should say. The pitch is in ideal condition. They were telling me that it wasn't all that terribly smart looking back at the beginning of the week, but it has improved immeasurably all through the past week. The good weather has helped. So here's Rogers, 12 points in the 1B League final, and an opening point here to level the game for the first time. Ready with the puck out, Billy Nolan. We know that Billy Nolan, the 27-year-old from Rowan Moore, can really belt one and drive it a long distance. Watch for that. Dropping on the opposing 45-metre line. Touchdown there by Diarmuid Ryan. Picked up, however, by Waterford once again. Initially by Jamie Barron. And the last final shot there gone away to the right of the post. Once again, it is Jack Fagan, his second wide so far for Waterford. Eibhear Quilligan, outstanding in Limerick 2 weeks ago against Dublin. Runs neatly that time, backwards towards Paddy Levy. Levy operating at centre half back. One of those nominated for Club Player of the Year, Levy. Into space, nobody there in a Waterford jersey, however. Two Clare men able to go back, take it. Niall O'Farrell, one of them, on his championship debut. Hand pass back by Adam Hogan as far as Quilligan once again. And the man from Feakle drives it long. Ready to challenge for it. Levy goes up, bats it down for Waterford. Waterford collected again here. It's Shane Bennett, and Shane Bennett goes forward. Three Clare players in hot pursuit. One of them was David Reedy. Bennett did well, got the ball out there somehow. Out it comes towards Jamie Barron, trying to release it to a colleague, but it comes back instead to Mark Rogers inside his own half of the field towards Tony Kelly. Long one by Kelly. It was a big absentee in last year's corresponding match down in Walsh Park. This is picked up here by Shane O'Donnell. First possession by O'Donnell. Expectation from the crowd when he hits that one, and he hits it well and puts it over the bar. Shane O'Donnell getting Clare's second score.
Isn't he cut in around the back there? They're obviously always afraid of that black card, Gerard. O'Donnell got the shot away there, but that's it. When Duggan's inside there, he just causes chaos, and O'Donnell picked up the pieces.
Means so much to Clare that Shane O'Donnell is able to start in this match. Big group of players jumping for that one. Eventually it was picked up there by Conor Cleary, but the referee Shane Hines from Galway, who refereed the league final between Cork and Limerick, has blown his whistle, and the free in is going to be to Waterford once again.
It is, Jan. It's that long puck out again from Waterford, looking to pick up the pieces. They're bringing out Walsh and Kiley and all the big lads that they have, and they're hoping then they can get on it. And Desi Hutchin was just held up there by Rory Hayes. Fairness to Rory Hayes, he was trying to protect the space where the ball could fall, and was accused by the referee of stopping Desi.
So here's Stephen Bennett, straight in front of the goal. No problems whatsoever for him. Another white flag. So he's done his job so far.
Clare have brought Peter Duggan out now on the 65 for these puck outs to try to help to win him as well.
Huge in the air, of course, Peter Duggan. That's well taken by Tony Kelly instead. It was directed to him, and he directs it between the uprights down at the goal on the right and puts it over the bar. Marvellous score by Tony Kelly.
Yeah, it was, and Duggan was the decoy. He was over on the right half forward position. Kelly goes to the left half forward, and that's why that man is so important. Look at him there, out to the crowd, getting the banner roar going. Huge
hero here in Ennis and everywhere else where there are Clare people. And that one is won back there well. Ready to try to take it up under his stick is Rory Hayes. Hayes battling, but battling even harder is Clare's inside forwards. And that is Jamie Barron taking the pass from Jack Fagan and putting that one over. Has he got it over the bar? Yes, he has. Eventually the flag is raised, and a point by Jamie Barron. So the team's level for the third time. From the puck out, loose marking, but then in come the Waterford players to close down, and that was Calum Lyons initially, and now driven forward here by Jack Prendergast in there towards Sean Welch. Welch trying to take control of this, immediately surrounded by three Clare players, and the backs have the numbers, they have the possession as well, and they managed to get it out there towards through Conor Cleary. And downfield it comes once again to Shane O'Donnell. First touch, second touch, then a little flick inside there by Mark Fitzgerald of Waterford to take it away from him. Good work by Fitzgerald. Darragh Lyons trying to pick it up. Here's Fitzgerald again, team captain as well. Paddy Levy about to be hooked, got it away before Ryan Taylor could get to him. But the pass wasn't a great one, and that is Cathal Malone down there, driving it long, down towards Rogers for Clare. Being tightly marked in there by Ian Kenny. Kenny gets it out to Levy, and then away it comes once again Aaron O'Neill on his championship debut into space. It's a great ball as far as Jamie Barron has the opportunity now to pick it up before Niall O'Farrell gets close to him, able to cut inside and then going back out again, looking at his options, then firing in the shot, hopefully, optimistically, but missing it as well. And it's a third wide by Waterford.
Great work by Niall O'Farrell there. Tony Kelly had passed on Jamie Barron on to Niall O'Farrell, did really well, young man, his first championship game, just kept Barron outside him, made him shoot off the back foot, really strong.
There's an injury now to David Reedy, a very mobile, effective player who plays around the middle third, may wear number 15, but as often as not you'll see him back in his own back line. Now, if he were to go off, it would be a real minus for Brian Lohan and his management team. Won't want to lose David Reedy at this stage. Offers Clare an awful lot. Well, he's back on his feet, has to come to the sideline now, and we'll see what's going to happen next in terms of whether he's able to continue. I think he wants to.
Yeah, he looks okay down there, just his left hip.
From the puck out, Rory Hayes taking the short one down, all the way down towards Mark Rogers, out towards Sean Rinn, and Rinn knocks it over the bar. That's only his fourth ever championship point in his second championship appearance. Really good work that time. Straight, direct and effective.
Yeah, great catch from Rogers there, and Rinn just off his shoulder, but Rogers the man winning primary possession. He started really, really well inside there for Clare.
And this time it is Desi Hutchinson getting the better there initially of Niall O'Farrell. Out over the sideline, line ball will be to Waterford. They take it quickly, and the referee says take it again. Johnny Murphy is the linesman over there today, or line umpire. Desi Hutchinson walking away from it. So take two, as it were, for Waterford in the glorious sunshine here of Ennis this afternoon, with Clare in front by 4 points to 3. Good cut in there towards Stephen Bennett. Cut it well, he's on an advantage. The ball will come back. The referee allows play to continue. Bennett going again, and Bennett has scored. Yeah. Stephen Bennett gets his 15th ever championship goal here in Ennis. The referee was allowing an advantage, and this time it was allowed to continue, and Bennett gleefully took control of it and finished it in past Eibhear Quilligan.
Yeah, forcing off Ger, super refereeing from Shane Hines out there, gave him the advantage. Bennett was one-on-one inside, super safe from Quilligan, but he was there to finish it off.
You remember the league final and the discussion about advantage at that stage. Anyway, here in the opening of the Munster Championship, it's Clare coming forward again, and Tony Kelly rifling this one over the crossbar. It's an immediate response by Kelly. Super point. Waterford still in front, following that goal, ahead by a point.
Yeah, Waterford are going to have to get somebody onto Tony Kelly. Jerry's on an awful lot of ball down there. Early days in the game, Ronnie, just after 10 minutes in.
Don't see anybody following him at this stage, Brendan. Very much a loose player in the middle of the field and moving with freedom between midfield and the inside forward line. This is what happened here. Came off the stick of Diarmuid Ryan, the Cratloe player. So line ball to the Daisha. Ready to step up and take this one. Jamie Barron into the corner. Sean Welch, big strong man against another very tall man, Conor Cleary. That'll be a very tasty duel. Comes out as far as Diarmuid Ryan once again. Has already handled it twice, then under pressure finally got the ball away. Bounces around in there. Rogers takes all the way down inside towards Reedy. Twisting and turning, tried to lay it off. Rinn is available, lost his way, lost momentum and lost possession. And Waterford have it back again. Back out to Paddy Levy. Under pressure. Controls, gives it off. And now there's a chance to break for Waterford. That's Jack Prendergast going backwards, finding a colleague inside as the target. 2 against 2, but Clare withstand that. And it comes back out again to David Reedy. Looking up. Long delivery all the way down towards Duggan. Hoping to try and win it, but they've got a man in front and a man behind. And Duggan is finding it difficult to get primary possession. Caleb Lyons switches across. All the way over there towards Desi Hutchinson. Well marked. Really good play back there. Clare under control again. Cathal Malone swinging it all the way down. This is Aaron O'Neill coming out to try and win this one and keep it away from Peter Duggan as best he can. Shane O'Donnell over there as well to try and pinch it away. And the pile-up of bodies here, the referee allows it to continue. Now let's see what's going to happen with it. Shane O'Donnell is the one who emerges with it. Swung around there, the referee spotted it. Free into Clare.
Yeah, fair to Aaron O'Neill is inside there on Peter Duggan. He's done fairly well on any high balls to go in to spoil him. Over here on the side, of course, is Shane O'Donnell. We all know about the flicks and everything he does. Just watch him here using his foot, trying to nurse it out. Then when he gets it, leaves his hand back there to be wrapped up. And Jack Fagan there wins a great free.
So the end result is going to be a chance for Clare to put the scores level once again. That goal certainly by Stephen Bennett after 10 minutes. Certainly put the cat among the pigeons, as they say. And Mark Rogers is ready to try this one. 1 pointed free already by Rogers. Only scored 1 point in the corresponding game down in Walsh Park last year. Looking for another one here. Has he got it? He certainly has. 2 pointed frees then by Rogers. Very, very assured free taker. Takes the pressure. Right now it's Waterford bringing it out slowly from the back line there. Away by Aaron O'Neill. Down into space once again it comes. Winning the duel over there, however, is Adam Hogan. And Hogan got there first, out as far as Tony Kelly. Back now inside his own 45-metre line. Working his socks off at this early stage. Likewise, David Reedy. Inside towards O'Donnell it comes. 2-3 Waterford players there to try and win it, however. It was Jack Fagan who offloaded. Got that ball away to Darragh Lyons. Collected back there, and once again it's Clare with Diarmuid Ryan. Nobody on him. Able to get it away. Having a go for a score himself here. It's a mighty looking effort. It's a brilliant point by Diarmuid Ryan of Gratlow. Fabulous score.
That's what Diarmuid Ryan is known for. He planted his feet there. He looked up, in fairness to him, and he said there's nobody inside. Clare chased back out the pitch. That is some strike. Not a puff of air here in Ennis, but it's some distance to hit the ball.
Waterford haven't scored now for about 5 minutes as Clare push in front once again. And they get possession once more here with the Ryan Taylor. Down into space, and Rogers was caught that time. He was coming out with Mark Fitzgerald. And this time Rogers may have gone back and felt a little grieved by the challenge he got earlier on, or the nudge he got earlier on.
Yeah, two men going for the ball. It's not that one, it's just the one before that. Mark Fitzgerald was coming out with it. He leaned the hand back. Just before that again, he held the hurley short, and as he moved the hurley back instinctively just to shake off Rogers, just the hand of it just kind of went in through the face guard of small, but completely accidental. Now a chance for Billy Nolan to drop this down into the square where Sean Walsh is standing, all 6'8" or 9 of him.
Here he goes, Billy. On a very still afternoon. Tantalising ball in there to Walsh, who collects, ready to make tracks. He's on an advantage. It's a penalty.
Yep. He did well, Gerard. Could see him out the corner of my eye. He moved out to the left corner forward, got the right corner forward position, and then came back in to get under the ball. And see it here, they tried to hold him up, Clare, in fairness. That's some catch. It's some guy to have inside the edge of the square like that. If you notice, Conor Cleary wasn't on him. So the man that had suit his height best, he got away from him.
It was Niall O'Farrell who was marking him at that stage, and he just wasn't able to make that leap up into the air against Sean Walsh. Well, that's why he's there for. And now Stephen Bennett standing over this penalty. In the 17th minute, scores a second goal in the game by Stephen Bennett. 7 minutes after the last.
Yeah, he seldom misses. In fairness to Eva Quilligan, he put all his weight onto his right foot to move to his left. As I always say about these penalty takers, they look one way and hit it the other. Again, a great strike from Bennett. His serious strike at the ball. Look at that. Goalie can't even move. It's in the net.
The riposte by Clare and Tony Kelly. He did it the last time they scored a goal. He got the point immediately afterwards, and he's done it again here now. So 3 points in the match so far by Tony Kelly. But as Brendan's been saying, you're wondering who's picking him up.
Yeah, with Shane Bennett, he's gone out left half forward, Jaron. He's coming back the pitch, and Waterford trying to hold their shape. So Bennett staying between the 45 and 65. Kelly has the free to McCusick Park over there.
Diarmuid Ryan wins that. Touchdown. Next in is Rory Hayes to try and get it. Waterford apply the pressure. Jack Prendergast with possession. Clare trying to win it and kicking it out that time was Diarmuid Ryan, helped out here by Sean Rinn, and it's still getting an advantage. The referee wants to bring it back, and there's going to be a free to Clare, but they had an advantage. The man who's going to leave it is Darragh Lohan. He's going to leave it there for Mark Rogers to take. So Rogers with 2 pointed frees already. Now he's back right on his, practically on his own 65-metre line. The line umpire on this near side, Colin MacDonald of Antrim, is making a point to one of the players in front, just wants him back the requisite distance. That was Darragh Lyons. So now it's going to be Mark Rogers from Scariff who will take this. Clare, 1 point down, and no longer. 2 points immediately after that last goal, the first by Kelly and now by Mark Rogers as well. So now they are level once again. From the puck out, coming out to try and win it and bat it down that time. That was well taken there by Niall O'Farrell. O'Farrell settling into his role there. He's picking up Jamie Barron at this point in the match. Line ball to Waterford. Shane Bennett going across to take it. Man who's played so much of his early career back in the forwards, but now back at left half back today. Looks like he's over on right half back, cutting it up well. An inviting ball inside there, intended for his brother Stephen, but won back instead by Clare. There's a Clare back on the ground. The crowd get agitated. Diarmuid Ryan just gets on with his business, hitting it down towards Duggan, catches it well. Here's a chance. Oh! He's kicked it over the bar. The goal was gaping. It's a point by Peter Duggan.
How you mark Peter Duggan inside there. Jerry could catch it with either hand. This time he decides, I'm going to catch it with my right hand. Did really, really well, Aaron O'Neill there, not to panic and pull him down. Would have been a black card or a penalty, but nothing in that has went over the bar. But again, that's the threat Duggan gives you, just float the ball in. They're going to have a Stewart's inquiry inside here now, because Bennett struck the back, I think it's Hogan's head there after the play. I think it was accidental, but Bennett felt he's in trouble because he went straight over to him after the incident to see if he was okay.
This is it again here. This is what was happening.
Yeah, just caught him with the... Well, you can see Bennett there, they're just wrestling, and he tried to free up his arm. If you're from Clare, you're saying he struck him in the head with the hurley. If you're from Waterford, you're definitely saying he was trying to get release of these hurley carrying hand.
Question now is, what are the umpires saying?
Yeah, well, the rules are striking with intent. And let's see now what the umpires are saying. Because if they say he struck with intent here, Stephen Bennett's in a bit of bother.
At a stage in the match where Waterford are a point down.
They may be. Let's see here now anyway. It's hard to preempt what will go here. It could be accidental. Just a yellow, but it's a big moment here, Jar.
So the yellow or the red? It's yellow.
Yeah. No intent in what he was doing. He's trying to free up his hand.
Big sigh of relief in Waterford.
Yeah, very, very big sigh of relief in Waterford. And Bennett knew it after he did it, Jar. He went back straight away to see if Adam Hogan was okay. And here we have it again from another angle there. You can see he wasn't looking where the hurley was, and he did clip him in the back of the head all right. I think the important judgment of the umpires there, Ger, was that I don't think he meant to strike him in the back of the head.
Conor Lean is coming in, temporary substitution for Adam Hogan. So he comes in there, played in the league final recently. That's back once again by Waterford. Hit very long, hit very wide as well. And that is their 4th wide of the game. Puck out by Eibhear Quilligan. There's no hanging around here. Down towards Peter Duggan again. If he can get to him, can't. Well taken. Well cut out that time. This is Mark Fitzgerald once again. Picked at full back, but would be much happier to be playing out around the half-back line. The man who won the Fitzgibbon, of course, this year with UL.
Yeah, it was really switched on there as well. I think it was Mark Fitzgerald drove that wide. Then he identified straight away the issue with Duggan, the space in around the 6th channel. He was coming out and intercepted really well. Big and strong, great Fitzgibbon Cup campaign this year as well. But that man there will be very, very happy at the moment how things are going. Every time the ball drops 10 yards from the Clare goals, it looks like there's a goal threat inside with Walsh and Bennett. Lively
match so far. Shane Bennett now ready to take this. He's gone very long, but he's also gone wide, and that's 2 in a row now by Waterford. It's a pretty still day. They can't afford to be missing chances like that. Waterford's last score was in the 17th minute, so that's some 5 minutes ago now. Nearly 6 minutes ago now. From the puck out, Shane O'Donnell picks it up for Clare, gives it in as far as Ryan Taylor, looking to make tracks. After him is Darragh Lyons. Can he catch him? It's Taylor, still Taylor, shooting, stopped by the goalkeeper. Taylor again, second goalkeeping stop, save there by Billy Nolan, and Waterford survive this time, get the ball out, or try to do so through Aaron O'Neill, under a lot of pressure, but it's back once again with David Reedy. Reedy recycling it back to Shane O'Donnell, gets away from the goalkeeper, well blocked down by Caleb Lyons. Back it comes again, out as far as Mikey Kiley, and Kiley hand-passed it into the centre as far as Jamie Barron, and Waterford now go forward again. They're a point behind. We're after playing 24 minutes of the first half. Down it goes as far as Desi Hutchinson, looking to get his first score of the game, and this may be the moment that he does so. It is.
It is, again, you can see the space there. Caleb Lyons was the man there, though, Gerard. The block down on Shane O'Donnell was unbelievable. This is Ryan Taylor coming through. Great hook again. He was being tracked by Darragh Lyons. Double save from Billy Nolan. Unbelievable defence from Waterford, and they're coming again.
Yeah, because Jamie Barron blocked down a clearance that time. In it goes. Once again, it is the full-back player, Conor Cleary, having to kick it out as far as Conor Lean, who's on as a temporary sub at the moment. It'll be a free out for holding, and that'll be taken by Dermot Ryan. Good pace to the game. All the way down through the centre, down towards Peter Duggan it comes once again. The defenders get the sticks up, try to hold out the Clare attack. Duggan, however, has got it in his hands once again, looking to lay it off to Shane O'Donnell. Back inside towards Mark Rogers. Rogers, great save again by Billy Nolan. That's a couple of fine saves by the Waterford goalkeeper in the match so far. And on to the loose ball immediately after that was Shane O'Donnell. Brilliantly done.
Yeah, Billy Nolan's having a fair time inside in the goals. There was an unbelievable save. The first couple he had to stand big. This one he had to move his feet. Rogers looking at planted. Look at that. It's great extension from him. Broke it out to the side.
But I love the idea that Shane O'Donnell didn't just admire the goalkeeper's handiwork or his own shot. He was out immediately to try and get the loose ball.
Yeah, he was. And the chaos that he caused then, Shane Bennett just went high on the tackle, presenting Rogers here with another opportunity.
So Rogers for Clare to push them out into the lead once again. A variety of angles confronting him, but he has withstood the pressure each and every time, and Mark Rogers has got a 4th point in the game so far. A reminder, this is the opening day of the Munster Hurling Championship. It's Cork against Tip to come later on from Thurles. Right now it's Clare with possession. Ryan Taylor deep in his own half of the field, leaving it long down towards Duggan, in between full-back and goalkeeper. Once again, the goalkeeper Billy Nolan almost as a sweeper at the back there, coming out, judging it well. They get it as far as Darragh Lyons. A couple of players running to try and get to it, and the control here out over the sideline. That one went.
Something Clare are going to have to do here now. Tony Kelly's come over to the right half forward position. Jack Fagan's marking him, and Fagan's actually bold enough to follow him up the pitch where Stephen Bennett wasn't on the other side. So you can see Kelly's faded out of the game in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Sean Ryan has gone over that side. It's just the way the game had developed, but I think Brian Lohan will be happier to get Tony Kelly over on that far side.
Stephen Bennett standing over this. 2 goals and 2 points he scored already in the match. Bit of a clash there, but it's Darragh Lyons who tries to get away. Bennett firing it in, hoping it'll get inside the right hand upright. It doesn't. It's a missed opportunity, and that's another one gone astray by Waterford.
Yeah, he's given a free in anyway. Just a high tackle there. Bennett had a free shot.
So he will gladly take that. 9th time in his career playing against Clare in the championship. We know all about the injuries that he has suffered over the years to stay at the top of his game and to be there prominently each and every year when the championship comes around. And a Waterford team without Stephen Bennett in its starting 15 would be almost unthinkable. So he just wants the sliotar returned to him. And here's an opportunity then to tie it up once again with about 8 minutes to go to half-time. Crowd have enjoyed it so far, I think. Here's Stephen Bennett. Takes his time with it. Has it just gone outside? It's just inside. That was a close run thing. He's got it. Adam Hogan is back once again, and Conor Lean will be the one who takes the break.
And great sportsmanship as well there. Hogan passed by Bennett there and gave him a tap on the back with the hurley just to say, I'm back in town again now, we're all good.
From the puck out by Clare and Eibhear Quilligan. Down it goes. Shane Bennett was down there to compete with it, but it is that man again, Shane O'Donnell, crushing into two Waterford defenders onto Sean Rinn, held up initially by Levy, but not sufficiently, and he got that shot in. And Sean Rinn has got his second point of the game here.
Yeah, Rinn's been really good all game, just getting onto the shoulder there. He's just one break of a tackle away from getting in on Billy Nolan there, but was held up well by Paddy Levy.
Puts Clare in front by a point once again. No separating them thus far. From the puck out, it's O'Farrell who goes up, couldn't hold on to it. It was Cathal Malone as well there. And then picking this one up and winning the free in for Waterford is Jack Prendergast.
Yeah, it's a hard one for Niall O'Farrell there. He had his hand over the shoulder of Prendergast, all right. He tried to get it out, but he couldn't. You can see it here again now. See his right arm gone in there high, and Jack holds up his right arm as well just to make sure it stays in there long enough. It's just a tangle, but it is a free.
And this will be a better free from Stephen Bennett's point of view. Very central. Still attending to the injured Clare player. So it's his sixth free of the match so far. And now he has scored 2 goals and 4 points in the game. Really good contribution, Stephen Bennett, as per usual. Eibhear Quilligan goes short. Out there it goes to Adam Hogan, who's recovered, and away it goes down. Blocked out, however, by Jack Fagan. Runs into traffic. Paddy Levy spoons it back outside. Out there as far as Mikey Kiley.
Peter Queally has made that change, Jerry. He's now got Jack Fagan following Tony Kelly everywhere now, even though Kelly switched wings. Fagan has shot on him.
And it's Clare with Darragh Lohan this time. Down into the corner, down there towards Mark Rogers. Looking to try and make inroads. Oh, it's an impossible angle. He went for it anyway. It's a third wide by Clare. Well, he might have recycled that one, but went for it. So it stays 12 points to 2-6. Teams have been level, I think, on 5 occasions. Billy Nolan going long once again. Sean Walsh coming out to try and win it against 2 Clare backs. The Clare sticks got to it, however. Out towards Sean Rinn. Nipping in to take it. Stephen Bennett looks very sharp. Nicely outside here. Loose player available, and that was Desi Hutchinson. Hutchinson looking at his work. It's a fine shot by Hutchinson, and it's his second point of the game. So it's Waterford who steal in front by 1. Quick puck out taken. Down towards Cathal Malone, trying to get there ahead of Callum Lyons. Referee, however, notes the Clare player on the ground over there.
He stopped the play for a head injury more so than a free. I think he's trying to bail out. In fairness to the referee, I think it was a free there. So he released the ball. He just seemed to get struck.
Yeah, David Reedy, the player involved. Again, consultation between referee and line umpire.
Yeah, Johnny Murphy's have to bail him out there. He's going to book a Waterford player for just a tackle there. It's Paddy Levy.
Yep.
But when he hadn't given the free in the first place, I suppose he had to try to stop up the play some way, and this is the way we've come to the compromise.
So it's a second yellow card issued to a Waterford player. Earlier it was Stephen Bennett, now it's Paddy Levy, one of 4 Ballygunner players starting today in the championship team for the Dacia. Free in for Clare coming up. Here it is again. Over there on the left-hand side, coming together really.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be a huge amount in. I didn't see it at the time, but we're away again now anyway.
And it's Cathal Malone releasing the pass there. Kelly looking for O'Donnell. It runs on and on. He goes after it. Is Marker trying to catch up with him? Mark Fitzgerald. A shot there by Conor O'Donnell, and once again he produces another very, very fine moment for Clare and a second point in this match.
He did, and Mark Fitzgerald did well just to hold him out there. O'Donnell's first ambition always is to go for the black spot.
heading towards half-time, and that puck out down towards Sean Welsh, and he's in the clear, and the referee brings it back. Dear, oh dear. Why was he not allowed to keep going?
Yeah, he'd done so well, Shane Hines, in the previous play. He just blew it up that bit too soon there. Waterford have gotten in around the back, beaten the offside trap, as it were, and then he blows him back.
Well, it's a free anyway, and they might have got a goal, Waterford, had he continued. That's the issue.
Yeah, correct it is. It's just an error there on that side. The referee's below, I'd say, explaining that there to Sean Walsh.
Stephen Bennett looking to add to the 2 goals and 4 points he's already scored in this match, make it 2-5. Good first half by Waterford. They'll be perfectly happy to have come here to Ennis, where they have never won of the championship, and they're a point in front with a couple of minutes still remaining in the first half. Eibhear Quilligan. Clare were the favourites to win in the minds of so many people. Waterford beat them last year down in Walsh Park. A Waterford team that's only won 4 of their 24 round-robin games in the 6 years we've had the round-robin in both Munster and Leinster. That was ready to be hit there away by Darragh Lohan, but the referees, or Darragh Lyons rather, and the referee says bring it back.
Remember the last one we had like this now, where Walsh was able to get away from Cleary. It'll be interesting to see here now that whether Cleary will just tag him now and just make sure he sticks with him no matter what run he makes, because Billy Nolan mightn't have the distance on this.
And there's an extra man behind him just as an insurance, and that is Diarmuid Ryan. So they will try to be secure this time, the Clare defenders. Peter Queally looking on, his second year as manager. His goalkeeper now ready to take this, Billy Nolan. Good connection. Dropping down. Batted out by Diarmuid Ryan. There doing his job. Back out well as far as Niall O'Farrell. Way down towards Mark Rogers once again. Spoon back by Paddy Levy, back towards his full-back and captain Mark Fitzgerald. Back into the centre, a good ball indeed in there, nicely taken, and away they go with Jamie Barron. 2 minutes of additional time being added on. Down towards Desi Hutchison, well blocked out. Really good play that time. They try to force it out there through Rory Hayes, and then in the mix in all of that, ready to try and battle and win it is David Reedy. Crashing into an opponent there was Jamie Barron, comes out with it, pursue there by Shane O'Donnell. 4 Clare players around him waiting for the ball to be spilled out or the referee's whistle to sound, nothing happening. Stalemate situation, and the referee in the end deciding in this intense battle it's time to throw it in. So in the first minute of 2 minutes of additional time, Shane Hines ready to throw it. Who's going to pick it up? It is Cathal Malone of Clare. Clare are behind by a point at this stage, heading close to half-time.
Getting the ironic cheers from the Clare supporters there, giving the free. It's Mikey Kiley just dragging back.
So the one who's going to take it once again will be Mark Rogers. Well, he went off injured, you may remember, in that 1B final against Dublin with about 15 minutes still to go in that match. He had scored 12 points at that stage. And there were serious worries around here. I know that he mightn't be fit and ready to take his place in the starting 15 here in Ennis. But he's out there. He's scored 4 points already, all from frees. Ever a danger inside. From inside his own 65-metre line to try and level up the match. He's done it. His 5th of the game. Really good work by Mark Rogers. So the team's level for the 6th time.
Stewards to half-time positions, please. Stewards to half-time positions, please.
Last few plays maybe in this first half. Jack Prendergast lost his way, lost possession. Oh, a crunching tackle that time on Shane O'Donnell. Darragh Lyons incensed, it hots up. The other Lyons, Caleb Lyons, shaping up to take on an opponent there, who was Darragh Lohan. All getting a very heated. And Desi Hutchin comes down to join the fray as well against Sean Rinn. Heated and tense. Can't be too much more left in this first half. Not sure what the referee's going to do.
It's interesting to see now where it comes up from Darragh Lyons. I think he's coming in there. He came in hot, all right. Mistimed the tackle. Then he went in with a football-like tackle twice, and that's what drove the Clare players mad. When the player was on the ground, he went in and out with the hand a bit too much. Now he's on the ground there, It's hard to know if there's a major amount wrong with him.
Referee is calling across Sean Rinn, Brandon, first of all.
Yeah, himself and Daisy Hutchinson were having a bit of a chat down there as to what was going on. Shane O'Donnell is down as well. They're kind of flexing his shoulder there, but Sean Rinn picks up a yellow. I would presume the same will come for Darragh Lyons, or he's letting it go.
Yeah,
that's it, nothing else to see here.
That's it. So 2 yellow cards for Waterford players earlier on. Now Sean Rinn becomes the first of the Clare players to get a card as well. This is what was happening just moments earlier.
Yeah, I can see that the hand going in and out, and that's what was driving Diarmuid Ryan and the rest of his colleagues. Get a big cross down there. Fellas don't mind that initial hit, Ger, because they understand that when a fella comes through the tackle like that, he's going to get hit and knocked, but it's that second hand in and out then after the free was given was the issue. But he seems to have dodged the bullet there in a lot of ways, Darragh Lyons.
Okay, so there could have been a yellow card for Waterford there. There is a yellow card for Clare, and now they got a free as well.
They have, yeah. Yeah, you'd expect it to be thrown in, but I think now, so the referee will be happy enough to get all parties in at half time to calm down. It's an unbelievably good first half of hurling.
Waterford mightn't be too happy if this goes over the bar. From Mark Rogers, he's done his bit as per usual. A 6 point in the match by Mark Rogers, and the teams go in at half time here. A very enterprising, entertaining and exciting opening 35 minutes here in Zimmer Biomet Cusack Park in Ennis. Half-time score here reads Clare 15 points, Waterford 2 goals and 8.
Initially, will you please give a warm welcome to the primary schools girls from Waterford and Clare. And they're lining out as follows for Clare. Number 2, Hannah Mangan International School. Number 3, Clare Sheridan Dura. Number 4, Emily Brody Bearfield. Number 5, Ethan Free and Grace Sculpaheen Kiso. Evershay Amy O'Connor International School. Evershock Alex Burns Convent Primary School, Killaloe. Everhook Sarah McGrath, Scullnameistra, Quinn. Evernail Lucy Hagerty, Killamona National School. Everda Ever Harrison Clooney. Everhand Young Rachel Norman Coolmee National School. And Xibble Doyle Rebecca Beston Scariff. And their selectors are Siobhan Martin, Clodagh Gray, Rebecca Kennedy, Aoife Crimmins, and Siobhan Halpin. And the Waterford girls are number 2, Dervla Costello, Stradbally National School, Sarah Ryan Valley McCarberry, Everett Carr and Condon Tallow National School, Everett Coy Grace Carney Bunskull, Ford and Neil Lismore, Everett Shea Vivian Morrison Knocknor National School, Everett Shop Vivian O'Donovan Ballyduff National School, Everett Hub Sarah Carney Garavan National School, Everett May Isabel Daly Abbeyside, Everett Adair Orla Butler, Coach the Spear National School, Everett Hadion, Everett Cunningham Kinbeg, Agus Everett Doyer, Aveen Flavin, Ardmore National School, and their mentors are Kieran DeMead, Gillian Collins, and Shauna Pundagast. So please give them a warm welcome, the young girls and stars of the future from Waterford and Clare, for Margaret.
Thank you, Joanne. Yeah, 1 point between them. Second half gets underway. And it is Clare, 1 point ahead. So important to win your first match in this series. If you lose in your opening match, you really put yourself under pressure. Clare don't want that kind of pressure. Ryan Taylor firing in the opening shot and getting the opening point of the second half within seconds of the restart.
Yeah, good start from Clare. Their ears will certainly be ringing, I'd say, from half-time based on exactly what the lads were saying in the studio. Taylor popped up there and a settling score for them early on.
What's the Waterford response going to be now? A whole bunch of players competing for that one in the centre. The referee saw a foul committed, I think it was by Diarmuid Ryan, and the end result is going to be a free, which I'm sure Stephen Bennett will take.
Yeah, Prendergast did really well there, got his body in the way. Diarmuid Ryan just panicked and they'd push out over the other side of him.
So Stephen Bennett with 2 goals and 5 points scored so far. His first goal coming after 10 minutes from open play. And now this one here makes it a 1-pointer once again. Remember, he got 2-8 in the corresponding match last year. Puck out and Eibhear Quilligan ready to go long. Caleb Lyons comes across for Waterford and collects. Hand pass into the centre as far as Paddy Levy, and they work it to Stephen Bennett. Opts to go all the way back here to the corner, and that's to his younger brother Shane. Driving it long, won there by Rory Hayes. Hayes coming across, hand passes it smartly out as far as Sean Rinn, and Rinn from outside the 65-metre line, leaving it in and leaving it over the bar as well. Great score, a third of the match by Sean Rinn, doing really well, the young player from Ina Kilnamona.
Yeah, he popped up lovely there. Desi had made one run inside and then the ball came in on the second run and was caught behind his man, caused the counter-attack, and Rinn made no mistake. Dropped
all the way down here by Billy Nolan, ready to come and collect it here. Darrell Lohan feeding it inside towards Mark Rogers, gets there ahead of Ian Kenny, steals inside, dangerous, lays off to Duggan, goal open, and they score! Peter Duggan, what a start to the second half. Goal by Peter Duggan in the 38th minute, and that just really sets them up now for the second 35.
Yeah, great for inside forwards. Watch your home, get your hand on the ball, plays it inside to Duggan. Hard looking Billy Nolan, he seemed to get a touch on it, but when Rogers got him one-on-one inside, picked out the right pass. You see him here, head up hurling. Duggan just passed it. Billy Nolan was in real hard look there, but the initial grab from Rogers was the one. Clare on the march here now.
And they've certainly taken that Waterford puck out and won it back quickly, and now they mean to use it purposefully at the other end. It's as far as Cathal Malone, right on the sideline, trying his luck. He's going to miss this one. First wide of the second half, a fourth in all by Clare. But that Peter Duggan goal just a moment or two ago was his 8th ever in Championship hurling.
18,330.
So now it really is putting it up to Waterford and to Billy Nolan to go back and respond immediately. 2 goals already scored by them. They may need more. That's collected over there. That time by Jack Prendergast. Fed inside. Stephen Bennett racing for it. But instead it is Sean Welch who has it. There's a goal. Oh, what a stop by Adam Hogan. Brilliant defending. Absolutely magnificent. There was a certain goal for Waterford there, but for the brilliance and timing of Adam Hogan. At the other end, Waterford have it back once again. Well, they must have thought they were going to get another goal there. But right now they've got possession in the middle of the field. It's with Jamie Barron. Barron running into the challenge of David Reedy. Confronted well. Out come Clare once again. Dragged back. Free going to be the outcome. But what about that for a piece of defending, Brendan?
Yeah, and he's below telling Stephen Bennett all about it as well. You'll see it here. That's just the tail end of what Adam Hogan did. But here it is. Look at his eyes on the ball. Timed absolutely perfect. And broke that ball away. But that's what you get with Clare, Gerard. What we saw in that passage of play sums them up. Goal chance at one end, loads of bodies around the middle, wins a free. But they'll always give you that goal chance.
Mark Rogers ready to convert his first pointed free of the second half. That is the ambition from right in the middle of the field. High up into the air, travelling nicely and between the uprights as well. 7 points in all scored by Mark Rogers in this game. So now Clare have gone from 15 points at half-time to a goal and 18. That's a goal and 3. Change coming up here, as you can see. Peter Hogan coming in. And the player, I think, going off there is Darragh Lyons. Or is it? No, it's going to be Shane Bennett.
Yeah, Shane Bennett.
Peter Hogan then on. Bennett goes off. Hogan on for his 17th championship match. A man of great experience as well. Another one of the Ballygunner players. Well, they need something special now, Waterford. They've been hit very, very hard in the opening 5.5 minutes of the second half. That's batted down well that time by Rory Hayes. Collected here by Cathal Malone. Able to get it away. There was no hook that time by Mikey Kiley, or attempted hook. Waterford have it back once again. Under a lot of pressure, enormous pressure that time, as the debutant Aaron O'Neill, finally he gets it. Can't get away, however. Helped out here by Mark Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald bursts his way out, and even then Peter Duggan is making it almost impossible for him to get any kind of pathway out of that little pile-up of bodies.
It was Shane O'Donnell who started the whole lot. See Duggan here, he's grabbing, he left his hand in, he tried to get his hand in now, but there's the drag. Duggan had lost his hurley. But they need to get a ball inside there on Sean Walsh now if they can.
Billy Nolan ready to take this. They've only scored 1 point in the second half so far. Down it goes towards Sean Welsh again. Outnumbered, but it breaks down to Stephen Bennett, and Bennett comes in and scores another! It's a hat-trick by Stephen Bennett. Goes better than last year when he got 2-8. He's now got 3-6.
Yeah, it's that goal chance again down top of Walsh. Bennett picks up the pieces. He's clever enough not to get hooked. He's around too long. It's not like Sean Walsh going to throw it up that high. Look at this. Little poke of a shot in past the goalkeeper. It all comes from Walsh from the breaks.
And the lead is back down to 3. And Waterford now have a bit of momentum. Started the second half having been rocked earlier on. Out they get it as far as Jack Prendergast, all alone, able to make some headway, able to carry it deep and drive it along. Down into the corner down there. That was Jamie Barron in there battling, but unable to hold on to it for Waterford. Instead, it's across towards Diarmuid Ryan, and Ryan sends it long once again. All the way, direct hurling, really long direct hurling, and it's Shane O'Donnell who's coming in, and O'Donnell strikes. Oh, what a brilliant save by Billy Nolan once again. We are seeing some amazing goalkeeping in this match, and you, being one of the greatest, will be able to suddenly admire that one there by Nolan.
Stop this kind of Gordon Banks stuff here. The way it nearly went behind him when he got his hurley on it there. Watch Nolan here moved. One-handed, full length. What a save. What a save. They say the hurley is an extension of your arm. And it certainly was there for Billy Nolan. Really, really good. That's his 4th big save that he's had. But again, it's the usual story. High ball inside and the full forward, pick up the pieces. Shane O'Donnell's dancing feet again, got him the opportunity to get the shot away. Well done, Billy Nolan.
Indeed. Similar situation in both ends, with Peter Duggan so dominant in the air at one side, and you got Sean Welsh dominating in the other. The result, a pretty thrilling contest. Mark Rogers looking to add to the 7 he's got so far. Every opportunity now has to be taken. Vital scores, vital shots. An 8th for him. Young fans enjoy that one. So now 4 points between the teams once again. Waterford goes short as far as Paddy Levy, then decides to give it back to his goalkeeper, who scored from play in the National League game against Offaly this year. This is a bit too far out for him. All the way down towards Jamie Barron. Barron's going after it there against the cornerback Adam Hogan, twisting and turning, an awkward angle, an impossible angle for most people, and unfortunately on this occasion a bit too awkward for Jamie Barron as well. 7 wides by Waterford. Quick puck out in as far as Mark Rogers. Rogers makes tracks. Jack Prendergast goes after him. Sean Rinn wins it back for Clare. Lays it out here as far as Cathal Malone. Goes direct and long inside. Hopes for the best, giving it into the inside forwards there, inside towards David Reedy. But under control there, Mark Fitzgerald fitting it out as far as Jack Prendergast. Downfield again. Barron's moved inside. A menacing figure laying it off here this time. That's Desi Hutchinson trying to add to the point he got in the first half and succeeding. That's a 3rd in the match for Desi Hutchinson.
Yeah, Jamie Barnes done really well to inside as well. Himself and Walsh are inside now. He's showing all the time. If they get the ball into the grass in front of him, his touch is really good.
Back to a 3-point difference once again. Clare still in front following that very, very strong start to the second half by them. Quilligan targeting a couple of big men here on the left-hand side. Looking to try and hold on to it. It's with Tony Kelly. Hand passing it forward as far as Shane O'Donnell. Two men who've given so much to Clare down the years. 2013 and then 2024 again. All-Ireland winners. Winners only 2 years ago, and that's a fine score there. Brilliantly done.
Tony Kelly did really well to release his hand. Sometimes that high over the head hand pass, you have to show clear separation. Great execution of skill, set up O'Donnell.
And from this next puck out, it's Waterford hold on to it. Desi Hutchinson feeding it forward here, looking for a run by Jack Prendergast, but that was tracked very well by Diarmuid Ryan. And out it comes once again, and it is Niall O'Farrell, the debutant, who gets it forward to Shane O'Donnell, looking to try and get the next score for Clare. Helped out here, supported well, and that one has got away to the left-hand side and missed that time by Kelly. 5 wides now by Clare in this match. But still, they're ahead by 120-23 points to Waterford's 3 goals and 10, 19 points. And here comes the big moment for Waterford, because Austin Gleeson is coming on.
Yeah, great to see the big man back. Side there now, he'll be a fair handful.
He's still only 30 years of age. Remember, 10 years ago, he was Hurler of the Year. He won an All-Star. He was also the Young Hurler of the Year that year. Out of it for a few years, a couple of cameo performances last year, but now he's sharp, he's fit, and let's see if he can make a big difference. And he's got possession immediately. Austin Gleeson, hands and knees. Referee sees him hand pass it back towards Sean Welch. Waterford then lose it, and Clare pick it up, and it's Diarmuid Ryan helped out and driven away downfield once again, down towards Duggan once more, bounces off his hands, collected at the back there by Mark Fitzgerald, swept out to the far side as far as Peter Hogan, who was first of the subs introduced by Peter Queally and Waterford. Down 1 against 2 down there, but it might work for them, doesn't. And out comes the corner back, and the referee says Rory Hayes charged into the front of the Waterford player, who I think is Jack Prendergast, and it's going to be a free for Waterford. And you can hear what the Clare fans thought of that.
Yeah, every defender coming out like this expecting that the player coming against them, Prendergast in this example, is going to turn the shoulder. When they don't, that's what happens. Remember the Rock years ago against Limerick. But if the attacking forward doesn't turn his shoulder towards you, then you're in a bit of bother. And more often than not now, the forwards here aren't coming in like that. They're trying to draw that particular type free.
Well, it's Rory Hayes who gets the next yellow card. Second Clare player to be booked in the match. Got a black card in the League 1B final, and Brian Lohan not one bit happy. 7th year in charge. And he was saying to us after the National League final 2 weeks ago that he felt Clare were in a very good position. The attendance today, by the way, 18,330 people. All of them, I think, pretty much enjoying it. Lovely sunshine, little to choose between the teams on the scoreboard. Only 4 points the difference, and you've got a Waterford free coming up. 3 goals and 6 scored so far by this man, Stephen Bennett. Now 3 goals and 7. It should be, and may well be, a battle right to the 70th minute here. Eibhear Quilligan pucking it out for Clare towards Tony Kelly, makes those very good runs, spotted by the goalkeeper time and again, but they've worked on that. And then back as far as Diarmuid Ryan, opens the shoulders, strikes it brilliantly and puts it over the bar. 2 today for Diarmuid Ryan, 3 in the league final. He's in some form.
He is, and Kelly's starting to get away from Jack Fagan a little bit more. He was the one who won the puck out, got the ball back outside.
Nolan down here as far as Austin Gleeson, and the big man ready to strike. First shot by Gleeson, it's on the way! Opening point of the match by the big man, Austin Gleeson. Went out by the sideline, Darragh Lohan went tracking him, couldn't get next to near him. And the margin's back to 3 points again.
Yeah, it's a great score from Austin. You can see he's enjoyed it. It's a long time in the coming there. Number of years. drifted away from the game. It's great to see him back here now, not from a Clare point of view if he keeps spinning the ball over the bar like that, but Diarmuid Stritch is in. This guy is absolutely electric, Ger. The speed he has.
And he replaces David Reedy, coming as he does in the 50th minute. That one went over the head that time of Jack Fagan, collected there by Sean Rinn. 3 points already. Got away easily from Paddy Levy, right on the sideline before he struck it. And that one's gone in and over the bar. It's another great score by Sean Rinn, more than justifying his selection. Didn't play in Limerick 2 weeks ago. My goodness, he scampered away that time, left-sided away and right over Billy Nolan's crossbar. So they stretch it out to a 4-point difference. And Clare win it again. Cathal Malone in there as far as Tony Kelly. Will it make it? Not this time.
I think Billy Nolan is going long. He's going to have to go high down on top of Austin. He's been picked up at the moment by Diarmuid Ryan, is tracking him.
This is towards Peter Hogan. He was waiting for it, but Darragh Lohan nipped in, and Darragh Lohan said thank you very much indeed. And the manager, his uncle, will be mighty pleased with that. First point of the game in his 13th championship match for the man from Wolftones in Shannon. Well, that was where Peter Hogan was waiting to come, for the ball to come to him. It never did. Lohan intervened. 5 points between them. Clare in front. Austin Gleeson goes chasing after this, but winning it there is Niall O'Farrell, belying his inexperience by playing a really good steady match in this game here. Out as far as Sean Rinn this has come, trying to hold off the back there was Ian Kenny, the Ballygunner player, pleading his innocence, but the referee says you're pushing the man in the back. It's got to be a free in for Clare.
Yeah, he kind of nudged him with his hips for all the world. You can see him here. There's that push forward there now.
Not a great deal in it, but
no, not a huge amount in it, all right. You can see why Peter Queally was down the line shaking his head there.
Well, he did enough to convince the match referee that it was a foul, and that's all that matters. So Peter Queally with Dan Shanahan there in the background, watching as Mark Rogers sums up the angle, gives himself time, strikes with ease, with effort and with confidence.
Yeah, both free takers have been really, really good today, Ger.
9 points scored by Mark Rogers.
And after all that, Clare back out to 6 up again.
Yeah, so Waterford have to go and do it all again. They've already brought on 2 of their subs. Austin Gleeson couldn't retain that one. Diarmuid Ryan, however, wins it back, gives it there to Shane O'Donnell, and O'Donnell, hurler of the year 2 years ago, strikes beautifully, directly and accurately, and he's got another one. 4 points in the match by Shane O'Donnell. Well, they were talking about him maybe being an injury doubt before this match, but my goodness, that's some scoring streak. 4 points in a row.
It is, and Waterford, some says, might have to look at Sean Walsh coming out instead of Austin. He has probably more gas in the legs, more used to the speed of it.
Here's Ryan Taylor trying to finish off the Waterford challenge if they can, but saved by the goalkeeper this time, Billy Nolan, who's had a stormer between the posts. Gets it out as far as Ian Kenny. Worked out. This time it's Peter Hogan taking maximum care, getting it down to Darragh Lyons at the Dungarvan man. Knocks it in there. Whoops, there's a bit of pulling and dragging down there. Sean Walsh, I think, dragging down Conor Cleary. Eventually Clare managed to get that ball out towards Mark Rogers. Good feet, good control, neat pass inside. In there for Tony Kelly, the one man you don't want to give it to, but he's given it. And here's Stritch, his first touch, his first point.
The serious player, that young man in your shot there. He's a name for the future for Clare. They said he's serious pace coming off the shoulder like that. See him here coming like a train down the middle. Executes the skill well to put it between the posts. But when you're tired down there, Gerard, the last man you want to see getting it is Diarmuid Stritch.
Change, Kevin Mahoney comes on, Darragh Lyons goes off. Third change made by the Waterford management. They have a fair bit of catching up to do. They are now some 8 points behind. And Clare really with possession in the middle of the field. Waterford haven't scored now since the 49th minute, so it's been another 5 minutes since they last troubled the scoreboard operator.
Yeah, they're going to have to bring legs out around the middle instead of Austin there. It's fine when the ball falls down top of his head, but he hasn't got that match speed yet inside in the legs to actually catch up, and Clare are just running down through that middle channel there. So I'd say now they may be looking at doing that, some kind of a switch there, see Austin drifting back in.
Well, it's often been said that Austin's the kind of player you could have built a Waterford team around over the last 5 or 6 or 7 years. Well, he's only 30 years of age. He's a lot to contribute. Mark Rogers, 9 points so far. Central position, easy enough by his high standards, but it still has to be done, and he's doing it remarkably well. Got a glimpse there of Conor Lean sitting on the sideline there, hoping he might get a chance at some stage, but they're all doing pretty well at the back right now. Coming out with it here for Waterford is Sean Welch. On his shoulder is Jamie Barron. Barron trying to get away from Ryan Taylor. Barron again. Very awkward angle. They need a score and he's got it. It's a really good point by Jamie Barron.
Much better. Sean Welch is out there now and he has that extra bit of legs there, and Barron is able to feed off him. It's a great score again from Jamie Barron.
His 9th time playing championship against Clare today. Only 2 wins in the championship before all of that. That bounces away out over the sideline, and the decision is going Waterford's way. The crowd over there certainly enjoying the sunshine here. We are mid-April, and the suntan lotion is probably needed as much as the hats to keep the sun out of the eyes over there. Everybody having a right good time. Jack Fagan, now 31 years of age, knocking this one down. Pushing the back, free in to Waterford, who will take whatever is going at this stage, but only about 14 minutes still to go here in Ennis.
Yeah, Kevin Mann did well there to be out in front. He's just tripped over by Rory Hayes. All Waterford can do now, Gerard, just keep tipping away like this. They're taking it quick.
Well, yeah, and it's Austin Gleeson who takes it, and Austin Gleeson who has got another one. So it's now down to a 7-point difference. Gleeson's second score. Clare were probably expecting a free by Stephen Bennett and the usual thing to go over the bar, but they went short instead. At the other end, a great leap in the air by Duggan. He knocks it up for Kelly to go after, but after it as well went Mark Fitzgerald, the Waterford full-back, keeping it away from Kelly, but out there as well as Peter Duggan, never giving up, playing it inside towards Shane O'Donnell. Mark Rogers there too, O'Donnell and Rogers combining, and here's a chance maybe, it'll come to Rinn! And Sean Rinn has driven it over the crossbar. 5 points by him. There was a goal there for the taking, Brendan.
There was, and Sean Rinn knows it too. He gave that look up to the sky, but look at this from Peter Duggan. Left hand, right hand, doesn't matter. O'Donnell kicked the ball out for himself. Sean Rinn, experience will mean he'll stick the next one, Ger. To be fair to that man, there'll be plenty more chances. You see Desi's jersey there is just getting ripped off his back off the ball as well, but that's it. They've taken Rory Hayes out now. Clare have.
Yeah, and Conor Lean is the one who has replaced him. Second time he's in the match, given his blood stuff earlier on. Desi Hutchinson now firing it from inside the 65-metre line. Direct and accurate. Good score. They need a lot more.
They do. They have to keep chipping away at it now and hoping that Clare might cough up a goal chance inside again.
7 points between the teams. Critical stage of the match. But so much of the damage was done from a Waterford point of view by Clare in the opening 5 or 6 minutes of the second half. There was a good Waterford response. There still is, I'm sure. Stephen Bennett down. Little trip that time. And Desi Hutchinson making sure the match referee could see what had happened there. Free in coming up. Desi
spun him lovely there. Just used it. We saw Aaron Gallan doing it in the league final. Just they feel the defender coming close to them. There's so much skill to just leave it off the face of the hurley and spin around.
Desi, who scored a goal here 4 years ago in the championship for Peter Queally. Peter Queally was a selector at that stage, but they still lost heavily that day. Now it's the turn of Stephen Bennett again. Third free of the second half, and that's nicely over the crossbar. So he's now got 3 goals and 8 points. So the margin is down to 6, if I'm reading that correctly. From this puck out, Duggan goes up for it, bounces down once again, collected here by Sean Welch. Peter Hogan wanted it back, but they go long instead down towards Stephen Bennett. Now, can they still find enough energy and resolve to get the necessary scores, Waterford? And can Clare keep them out? They're doing pretty well so far. Diarmuid Ryan down, neatly down too. Diarmuid Stritch, and this wonderful young player, UL student, gets another one 2 opportunities, 2 points for Diarmuid Stritch.
Yeah, Stritch is really good now, coming out into space again. Walsh wasn't able to get near him and fired it up into, I was going to say the clouds with clear skies here, but a great score from distance again from the young man.
Billy Nolan ready to restart. Down it goes, looking this time for Austin Gleeson, competing there with Niall O'Farrell. Stephen Bennett has it, gets it back as far as Peter Hogan, and Hogan for Waterford drives it in. It looks neat, it looks good, and it's gone over the bar as well. Another one. Yes, they are chipping away, and it's a Peter Hogan point this time, and the largely supporting Clare fans here in Ennis not too pleased with that one, because now they see the margins gone down to 6. From the puck out, it's batted down well by Jack Fagan. Hogan comes onto it, having got that last score. Caleb Lyons darts through the centre. 2-3 Clare players in front of him. Opts to give back to Stephen Bennett instead. And Bennett now having a go as well. And that's stopped by the goalkeeper. Didn't quite have the legs. And Eibhear Quilligan managed to get it away out to the wings. Out to Diarmuid Ryan. He's got 2 points so far. But knocks it way down to Shane O'Donnell, who got the touch on it. Winning it back is Aaron O'Neill of Waterford, helped out here by Caleb Lyons. They try to get it out. The referee, however, saw a throw, and that's the first time I think the referee has legislated for a throw in this match, and it's going to be a free for Clare.
Yeah, the referee was closest to it here. But they're coming out with the ball, and yeah, it looked like it was a throw. It's going to be very hard to get a clear strike in action there when you're rolling like that.
So Rogers will be the one who will take it. Few of his frees have been from this position, so he knows what to expect. As we mentioned earlier, largely windless day here in Zimmer Biomet Cusack Park. Usual result, another white flag for Mark Rogers and for Clare. 11 for him in this game. Quite a contribution. And now Shane Meehan is coming on.
Yeah, they're managing Shane O'Donnell's hours here, or minutes on the pitch. So he's done his thing for Clare today.
He did really, really well. Battled extremely hard. Scored 4 points as well. Shane Meehan will feel, I'm sure, little aggrieved not to have started here. He got a goal in 3 against Dublin in the league final, but he's on now. Sean Walsh back, driven forward by Ian Kenny, very experienced man. Gleeson missed that one, trying to prod it on. It's back once again in Clare possession, and Niall O'Farrell releases it to Darrell Lohan, strikes it in there towards the man who's just come on, Shane Meehan. Meehan passes it to Rogers, a little bit too high. There's a chance for Waterford to win it back, and they've got it once again. Under a lot of pressure, there's Levy, all the way back to his fullback Mark Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald now trying to find Desi Hutchinson. Finds him. Back into the centre it comes, collected neatly. Caleb Lyons driving through. Nice hand pass to Walsh. There's a goal maybe on here. Walsh, Waterford need it. He's got it. The margin is down even more now. Sean Walsh with his first ever championship goal here in this game.
Yeah, it was a great run from Walsh, came all the way in, but to be fair, Clare will always give you a chance. They'll always give you an opportunity getting a goal chance. Walsh this time, nice and tidy past the goalie.
If Clare do manage to win this match, Brendan, a lot of people will say, how did Waterford manage to score 4 goals and 17 points at this stage, with another 7 minutes still to go at least? So the gap is now down to 4 once again, and Clare have to do it all over once more. Cathal Malone fed forward to Peter Duggan, back out to Mark Rogers, blocked down well that time by Desi Hutchinson. And now Waterford have the bit between their collective teeth, and that is Austin Gleeson knocking it away down, but there aren't enough bodies down there. Was there a holding? There was holding, and the referee spotted. The referee was a good 60 metres away.
He was. It's on Conor Cleary. I'm not sure. I think both players must have lost it in the sun or something, because both of them ran the wrong way. Waterford players seemed to spot the ball coming down quicker than Cleary did, and referees booked him for drag back.
So the referee makes the case, explains what happened. The end result has got to be a free.
It was a really strange one. When Austin's flung the ball in over his shoulder, both players looked to be running the wrong direction. And now Stephen Bennett has the opportunity to get Just 3 in it.
So 3 goals and 8 points so far. Happy with a point, very happy with a point. 3-9. Some contribution.
It is, and with 5 minutes left, Ger, if you hadn't seen the scoreboard, you said yourself, with Clare are all over this, they'll just spin out the match, but it's far, far from that now. In fairness to Waterford, just 3 points in it.
The last time Waterford travelled here for a championship match, it was a 1-point game that day. Now we've got a situation whereby there's so little between them. This is back with Cathal Malone. They need every opportunity now. They need maybe to convert a few more of their scores to be absolutely secure. That's Meehan trying to win it. That's also Stritch trying to win it. And Stritch going for it himself. Has he got it? He has. Great point by Diarmuid Stritch. What a substitution to be able to make and bring on this marvellous young player from Clonlara.
It is, look at the top of the screen there. Sean Rinn was just trying to get in. He made the right decision, in fairness to Stritch, to get 4 points between the teams.
Ian Galvin on. And the player going off is Sean Rinn, as you say, and 5 points scored by Sean Rinn. Great contribution. The sun is in the eyes of the defenders. That time I saw Diarmuid Ryan trying to put the hand to his face just to keep some kind of vision going and somebody able to see where the ball was. It's difficult for them. It's advantage Waterford in that respect, but on the scoreboard it's very definitely advantage Clare. 4 up. Waterford have it back. Levy hand passes it outside to Hogan. They then give it as far as Calum Lyons, and Lyons goes shooting from a distance as well. Well, there could be a little bit more patient than that. They've still got time. It's another wasted opportunity. 8 wides. From the puck out here, it's Diarmuid Ryan feeding it off to Diarmuid Stritch. He's feeling extremely hot. He's hitting everything at this stage, but again, he might have been advised to take it just a little easier. 7 wides by Clare. So the situation with nearly 67 minutes gone. Clare 131, that's 34 points. Waterford 4 goals and 18 points, that's 30. So a 4-point difference.
Patrick Curran coming on here for Jamie Barron. As always, Jamie Barron gives you absolutely everything he has in the tank, and no different again today. He put in a great shift for his county.
And Curran is a man who can always get a score or 2. This was meant for Sean Welsh, but Clare got in quickly, won that, played it forward. Pressure is on Gian Kenny there at the back. Rolled up onto a stick, Kenny, trying to get it away. Waterford, our Clare players in there to make it difficult for Waterford. Eventually there is a drag back. There's got to be a free out for Waterford, but now we're in the 68th minute, and there's still that 4 points between these teams in the first of our 2 live championship matches for the afternoon. It's tip against Cork coming up at 4 o'clock. Before that, in comes Ronan Kilroy, number 19, in place of number 4, who was Adam Hogan. So the puck out, or puck away rather, from the free by Billy Nolan. All the way down, batted into the path here of Sean Welsh. He's got into the clear. His team need a score. He lays it off. He might have gone for a point himself. Desi Hutchinson plays it across the face of goal. It might be a lost chance, however. There was a score for the taking there. And now there's a free in for lying on the ball, I think.
Yeah, it is, and Clare supporters aren't happy. Here's the goal chance again. Walsh comes through, the hand pass is just too far behind Desi. He springs it across, he's looking for Philip O'Mahony. This is the one Clare across about. That pull across there. This is it, you can see it.
Just thought Sean Welsh, however, might have had a go himself when he had that opportunity a little while back.
And Austin followed in as well. That's why the Clare players down there in management were getting very hot either way now.
This will put 1 score between the teams if it goes over from Stephen Bennett. He's got it. 10 points to go with the 3 goals for Stephen Bennett. 131 to 419. 34 points to 31. We're in the 70th minute, and the fans all around here supporting Clare are getting very, very twitchy.
4 minutes there. Just see the fourth officials about to put it up here now.
A lot of hurling to play in 4.5 minutes, really, and that is Calum Lyons, who grabs it with determination, loses it then, but it's picked up by a colleague, Paddy Levy, driven away in the end, downfield by Peter Hogan, down in there for Stephen Bennett to try and win. against Conor Cleary. Reinforcements arriving. One back again by Clare. Marvellously done by Cathal Malone. Into the hands there of Darragh Lohan. Goes long. Stritch touches it down. Levy's after it as well. Held. Free for Waterford. They're 3 points behind. They have a free coming up. And we're now into the 4 minutes of stoppage time.
4 minutes of additional time. At least 4 minutes of additional time.
As mentioned at the beginning here of the second half, so important, Brendan, to win your opening match in the Munster Championship Series.
Oh, it's absolutely vital. Absolutely vital. If Waterford gets something out of this, welcome Tipperary down to Welsh Park next weekend. Clare could have 2 weeks of sitting around watching everything else going on, stewing over how they've dominated the game and now find themselves in a really, really tough position here now. This is going to spin over the bar.
Yeah. Another one for Stephen Bennett. 3 goals in 11 and still 3 minutes to go.
You have to hand it to Waterford as well though, Gerard. They've showed some fight here. Unbelievable for Peter Quealy's charges. They've been really, really good.
I think there were 8, maybe 9 points down at one stage. Now they fought back. Clare have to find the necessary possession and use of possession now in the remaining minutes just to ensure that they get the opening 2 points here. They've got it out as far as Darragh Lohan, and Lohan could soothe a nerve or two with that score. His second point of the match. Nicely done by Darragh Lohan. So now the margin's out once again to 3. Stephen Bennett. Down it goes to the inside forwards. Good run being made here. Collected here well. An opportunity maybe for Kevin Mahoney. Inside. Oh, what save! Brilliantly saved that time from Patrick Curran. Brilliant piece of goalkeeping by Eibhear Quilligan. Both goalkeepers have excelled in this match, in spite of the fact we've seen 5 goals.
They have, and it sums it up there. Conor Cleary, rather than chasing his man out to try to get primary possession, ran back towards his own goalie, which caused the overlap. Quilligan did really, really well, but Cleary just, for some reason, didn't want to go out to that corner in case he got spun, I suppose. Retreated back, which gave him the opportunity to get a shot away. But a great save from Quilligan.
Only 2 minutes left, Brendan, however, of the stoppage time. Bennett again. Ooh, that's just inside the left-hand upright, but it goes over anyway. 3 goals and 12 points scored by Stephen Bennett.
Vital puck out here now. Bennett and Hutchison are going to be the 2 sitting inside in front of Quilligan.
There's the save again, brilliantly done.
Yeah, it's a great, great save. You see it here, it's a great angle here inside in the goal. Just kept his eye on it and pushed it out. Will be a match winner, we'll see.
Quilligan, match winner maybe. Goalkeeper driving this one out, way out towards Tony Kelly and Duggan. Kelly has it, swings it over, swings it nicely, swings it across and over the bar. The man is an absolute genius. What a player he's been down the years. A 4th point of the game. Just when Clare needed something special, he delivers. Back out again it comes, and Kevin Mahoney hitting this one, but it's going to the left and it's gone wide, and maybe with that goes Waterford's chance of getting an opening day victory here.
Yeah, it is. That's the difference there. Tony Kelly gets the ball, spins it over the bar off his back foot, and that one just drifted wide, and you can hear the groans from the crowd around, the supporters from Waterford who travelled up here.
3 points between them. Clare still holding on. Quilligan's puck out. Waterford have to win it. Clare have to try and get possession if they can. Kelly's done enough, holds it up over there. We'll use up a couple of valuable seconds as well, because we're now heading into the last 25 seconds or thereabouts of the added time. But they always say at least 4 minutes. So at the discretion of referee Shane Hines. Line ball to be taken. Waterford looking for something special, looking for possession. Clare trying to deny them and doing well. And that's Ian Galvin back there in the middle of the field, a player who always contributes handsomely to Clare and has done so over the years. In the middle of the field, holding it up there. We're into the 5th minute. Clare holding on, Waterford looking for a goal to try and win it. Is there a chance here for them? They're attacking, they're going forward. Diarmuid Ryan stops them. They've got another opportunity maybe, and it breaks down and gets lost. And Conor Lean gets it out into the middle of the field, and Ian Galvin's ready to come and pick it up. And Galvin, the substitute, can really finish this off here now. Several options, using this one here, and that's Meehan, and that's the back of the net. It's his first ever championship goal, And that's that from a Clare point of view. They have surely now won the opening 2 points of the 2026 Munster Hurling Championship in dramatic fashion.
They have. It's really hard on Waterford there, especially for score difference. They gave absolutely everything to this today. Just caught on that counter attack. If you look at the papers tomorrow, it'll say that Clare won it convincingly enough. We definitely wasn't like that, and that last attacking goal there on the counter attack that Clare got just to finish off Waterford is hard on them, but Clare will feel they've gotten away with one here.
6 points the margin at the very end of that, but it was an absolute thriller, and full credit to both teams for serving up a great game here in the opening round of the championship. And this is how it finishes: Clare 2 goals and 33 points, Waterford 4 goals and 21. Well, that was a tasty opener, Brendan.
It was, as Munster Hurling at its very, very best, and we saw 2 great games in Leinster as well last night, to be fair. So we're up and running now. So in fairness to Waterford now, they'll be looking forward to Tipperary next weekend. They'll have gotten great momentum from that, an extra bit of belief in the Peter Queally project. But Clare again have a couple of weeks now, a couple of injuries look like they had there with Adam Hogan and Shane O'Donnell coming out of it, so they'll have time to heal. But again, like I said, it's just a matter of winning matches in the Munster Championship, and winning your first one is a huge plus.
Well, Clare hope that they will now be able to advance to the next match and hope for the best at that stage.